Welcome, everyone. Right now, I'm going to tell you a story. A story about Beer Bottle Billy, a free man, with his dog, and his sack, and his song. Bent and pushing a rusty bike, he made his living alone, except for a dog with a game hind leg who followed him as he roamed. Beer Bottle Billy, sack on his back, which clinked as he walked along, picking up bottles and bits of things, and always singing a song. It doesn't matter what you do, or the size of your weekly pay, just keep a sense of humor, son, and smile on a cloudy day. I'd wave at Billy when I drove by, and he'd always throw up his hand, give me a great big toothless grin, and step through the roadside sand. I slowed one time as I saw him ahead, poking through the knee-high grass. Talked to him some, asked him how he was doing, and joked about his sack of glass. He flashed a smile and patted his dog, which he kindly always called Fang. He said he was finding lots of bottles, and shook his sack, which rang. He never spoke much, so true to form. He soon left and ambled along. Beer Bottle Billy, a free man, with his dog and his sack and his song. For the next 2 years, I guess, I must have seen him a dozen times. Always the same, his dog and his bike, and his sack that seemed to chant. Finally, one day I saw his form bent over some stones in a pile. Thinking he'd found a bottle bonanza, I stopped to talk a while. I sensed his grief before I saw his old and tear-streaked face. Then he mumbled his story about how Fang had finally lost the race. He buried his dog in that roadside grave, piled high with rocks and stones. And then he straightened and tried to smile, for he had to go on alone. I spoke of my sorrow and offered my help, but he shook his old gray head. Then he looked at the clouds forming up in the sky and cleared his throat and said, "It doesn't matter what you do, or the size of your weekly pay. Just keep a sense of humor, son, and smile on a cloudy day."